Top 10 predictions about the future that actually came true. Number 10. Star Trek predicting modern tech. Back in the 1960s, Star Trek wasn't just a sci-fi show, it was a sneak peek into the future. Characters used flip communicators decades before flip phones existed. They had tablets, like our iPads. Even talking computers that eerily resemble Siri or Alexa. At the time, this felt like fantasy. Today, it's everyday reality. And this is just the warm-up. Number 9. Leonardo da Vinci's Inventions. Centuries before planes, cars, or tanks existed, Leonardo da Vinci was sketching them. He designed a helicopter-like machine, an armored vehicle, and even scuba diving gear, in the 1400s. Most of his designs weren't built in his lifetime, but modern engineers have confirmed, many would have actually worked. It's like he saw into the future of technology, hundreds of years too early. Number 8. Arthur C. Clarke and satellites. In 1945, science fiction author Arthur C. Clarke wrote about a revolutionary idea. Satellites orbiting Earth to relay communications around the globe. Back then, it was purely imagination. But just over a decade later, in 1957, Sputnik launched, and Clarke's vision became reality. Today, our GPS, phones, and internet all depend on the system he predicted. Number 7. George Orwell's 1984 and mass surveillance. George Orwell's novel 1984 imagined a terrifying future of constant government surveillance. He described telescreens watching citizens 24/7, tracking every move. At the time, it was dystopian fiction. But today, with CCTV, smartphones, facial recognition, and online tracking, his prediction feels disturbingly accurate. This one hits close to home. Number 6. Morgan Robertson predicting Pearl Harbor. In 1914, author Morgan Robertson published Beyond the Spectrum. It described a future war with Japan, featuring a sudden aerial attack on U.S. ships in the Pacific. Sounds familiar? That's because nearly 30 years later, in 1941, the attack on Pearl Harbor unfolded almost exactly that way. It's one of those chilling cases where fiction became reality. Number 5. Jules Verne's submarines. In his classic novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Jules Verne wrote about the Nautilus, a massive underwater vessel powered by electricity. At the time, submarines were primitive and barely functional. But Verne's description? Almost identical to the advanced submarines we use today. Once again, science fiction became science fact. Number 4. The Simpsons predicting the future. This one is legendary. The Simpsons have predicted so many things, it's almost suspicious. From smartwatches, to Disney buying Fox, to even Donald Trump becoming president. The list goes on. While some are coincidences, others are shockingly spot on. It's lighthearted, but it keeps fans asking, how do they keep getting it right? Number 3. H.G. Wells predicting the atomic bomb. In 1914, author H.G. Wells wrote The World Set Free. He described powerful bombs that could destroy entire cities, powered by atomic energy. Decades later, in 1945, the first atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. What makes it eerie is that Wells predicted not just the technology, but its devastating consequences. Number 2. The Titanic prediction. In 1898, Morgan Robertson wrote Futility, The Wreck of the Titan. The story was about a massive, unsinkable luxury ship that struck an iceberg and sank. The ship in the book was almost the same size, had too few lifeboats, and sank in the North Atlantic. 14 years later, in 1912, the Titanic disaster happened. Almost identically. This is one of the most uncanny predictions in history. Number 1. Mark Twain predicting his own death. Mark Twain once said, "I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835, and I expect to go out with it too." A bold statement, because Halley's Comet only passes Earth once every 76 years. Sure enough, in 1910, just one day after the comet was visible in the sky, Mark Twain died. It's rare to predict technology, but predicting your own death? That's chilling. And unforgettable.